What's up? I'm very lucky it's still standing. Trust me on that one. Lois is cool. She's sleeping right now. It's 2:30 Saturday morning. But the fires. I had a little bit of a close call last week. I'm not gonna lie to you. No, my gig's tonight, Saturday night, 12:15 at the Comedy Store, and the Palisades has changed forever, to be honest with you, and Malibu is pretty fucked up. Eaton is pretty messed up. I mean, the problem was all these fires really happened at the same time, and they were kind of spread out. There was a fire in Runyon Canyon, that was a big one, but they got that out pretty fast. What up, Connie? And then what else? A small fire in Studio City, but that burnt down a $10 million home. So my gig is tonight. Zanara, thank you. I just couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd do a stream to whoever was up, or is this Al Franken? Shit. I'm better looking than Al Franken. Come on now. I mean, I'm not saying I'm Matt Rife, but I'm not Al Franken either. It is time for a Lois walk, to be honest with you. But she's passed out sleeping right now, so I don't like to wake her. And, when she awakens, probably sooner than later, maybe I'll take you guys on a nighttime Lois walk. It's not the most exciting walk, but, well, actually, it's hack a hack. I don't know what that means. You guys are a small but strange bunch in here. I see a lot of familiar names in the stream. Always a pleasure to, I still haven't quite figured. Drunken Donuts, do you think the mayor is up? Mayor Bass? No, she's probably sleeping, thinking, how am I going to keep my fucking job? You are an OG Earl fan. I appreciate it. And I'll never forget the OG Earl fans. I have a very small fan base, but you guys are fucking soldiers. And I won't forget you, baby, as the Poison song says. But yeah, tonight, I'll be at the Comedy Store. I don't think anyone in the stream right now is local, so you'll have to see me another time. And I will be doing some light road work coming up in the South, Nashville, and possibly Alabama. Big Bones Jones. Whoa. Ross Dogs, $5. Now I gotta be quiet because it is late night. $5. I could really use a Barry Ribs impression right now. I tell you what I'm gonna do, Ross. I appreciate your tip. Since Barry Ribs' last known appearance on MLC was in, I think, the bathroom at, I don't know, Wendy's or something. I'll do that for you. Yo, yo, yo. What up, Kevin Brennan? Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. me put some Vaseline on my face. Okay, that concludes the Barry Ribs impression. I hope that was sufficient for your $5. It's not lost on me that $5 is a lot of money. But you know what also is a lot of money? Show me the money, honey. I'll just turn it around. Fat stacks. So when people ask me why I don't do the road or stream, well, you're probably right on that, Connie. It's probably a couple $100. You know, show me the money, honey. What up, goo? Tell you what, if you are new to the Earl world, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps me crack the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube algorithm. And, or if not, just listen. What I like about doing a stream at this time is there's very few trolls in here. It's the only thing I don't like about the uptick in streams, which I love. Yes, it is late night. But I also don't like the trolls coming in. Have I ever worked down south? I've done Nashville a few times. I was there on the Ric Flair roast. I was also there in, I think, 2018. I did some podcast comedy festival. But I hope to be hitting the road a little bit more this year. I'm working on some things, and I know every comic says that, but I think you guys know me. I'm a pretty straight shooter, so hopefully more to come. A lot of things are out of my hands, but read her name, Connie Lingus. Connie Lingus. Okay, I get it. That's pretty funny. You got me. It is late. I'm not quite as quick as I am. That's pretty funny, actually. Connie Lingus. You got me. See, I can admit when I've been gotten. By the way, hit the like button. I do this for you guys. So are you going to the next DabbleCon? I am not. They're not doing stand-up this year, so there's really no need for me to go. I mean, to be honest with you, I knew last year at Hackamania, it was not going to be good from the standpoint of the stand-up. They wanted Dabbleverse and MLC jokes and all that. I just did straight stand-up, and I didn't have the greatest set. But that's just not my world. I'm friends with everyone in it, but I just don't. I don't know. It's just not for me. I don't care about steel toe or. I know. Well, it wasn't quite 20 hours, but it was basically 7 hours on a Friday night. I mean, I left my house at noon on Friday, literally pulled up. The show was just starting, I think, at 8 or 8:30 or something. So, and then on the way back, it was almost as bad because there was the gay pride parade So, it took me about 5, 6 hours to get to West Hollywood, and then another hour because they block off all the streets. So even if you live there, you can't leave your home or you'll never be allowed in till the parade's over. So, good morning, Earl. You got a roof in Delaware. Oh, thank you, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've played Doylestown, Pennsylvania when I uh, was dating Lois's mom. We did a Pogo's Comedy Cabaret. Um, but I only really hit the road if it pays well. And, I'm frankly at a fame level or whatever you want to call it, where I'm known, but I'm not known. So I'm not going to make that much. So that's why I'd rather stay and audition for voiceover stuff instead. Um, do not lower your class with those hens. I mean, I had a good time. It was neat to meet Melton and Dixon and Tukey and see some of my Vegas friends, but it really was not, uh, I mean, it wasn't my thing, because those and the fans are all about, oh my God, there's Ray DeVito, like, so. Um, well, listen, I know Melton has made some enemies, but he did everything he said with me. He paid me more than he said he would. The hotel was nicer than he said it was. I got no problem with him, but I can certainly understand why people, have an issue with him. It's like I'm friends with Chad, same thing there, I've been friends with Chad for 15, 20 years, and, he does his thing. I mean, I saw tonight his stream. He made like close to, I don't know, $1,000 or something. That's crazy to me. But he goes hard. I am sipping on a vitamin water. Thank you. I'm friends with Levy. I'm friends with all those guys. I mean, I probably know Steel Toe the least, maybe talked to him once or twice on Twitter, DMs. Never spoke with April, so I just don't have any interest in Stuttering John. Like, I mean, good for Shuley for like making big money for 2, 3 years. Same thing with Carl and those guys. So, would you co-host a Steel Toe show? Absolutely not. He couldn't afford me. I mean, I'm not going to replace the guy with MS, like, And I just have no interest in that world. And when I say I don't have any interest in the world, what I mean is I love listening to that shit. I wake up, I put on Melton, I watch MLC, but I don't want to talk about it. It's fascinating to me. Sour milk, it's 2:47 in the morning for me. Mama, 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 boing. Well, I don't know if I'm smart. I just don't, for me to like roast someone, I have to have genuine hatred toward them because then I don't care about hurting their feelings at all. So, um, and I get along with everyone in that world. Any Viper Room stories? Probably the funnest or funniest Viper Room story was when I was there to see my friend Chips Enough. He was in that band Enough's Enough. And, they were pretty big back in the day. I mean, Letterman loved them. I think they were on Letterman a few times. And so they're playing, and Mr. Belding from Saved by the Bell, he was up there. And, he's like a known guy in the LA scene. I always see him at concerts and whatnot. And he was kind of wandering around the club, and it wasn't completely packed, probably 100 people in there. And I forget what song they were singing. I think it was Baby Loves You. And Chip stops the song mid-song, goes, "Hey, can someone get Mr. Belding some Coke? He's looking a little rough right now." And he probably was looking for Coke. And then they go right back into the song. So that was pretty funny. Roasts. I can't roast someone I can't see, and it would be fake, Um, like when I did Roast Battle, I was motivated to stick it to the executives who didn't want to use me, but I was so good at the show they had to. So I was on edge. I was like, "Fuck you guys," but you know, I can't just roast. Dennis Haskins, yeah, I used to see him at comedy shows a lot. He's a pretty nice guy, to be honest with you. I mean, what a great career. The guy was on a very successful show that's in syndication for. I mean, he's set for life. He's not like making Michael Richards Kramer money, but you don't got to worry where his next meal's coming from, brother. By the way, I'm drinking Prime tasty drinks. But you can do whatever you want, Super Slav. Oh, thank you, Connie Lingas. Yeah, I mean, if you're, I don't know where you live, but if I'm ever in your town doing comedy, probably won't be anytime soon, to be honest with you. I'll put you on the guest list, free of charge. Son of Billy, hey Earl, did we talk about Joey C in here? That's $10 for all Joey C questions. There is a pricing structure. I don't shill for money on here. I don't beg you guys for money, but I do have a tier. I think all Dabbleverse questions are $10 and up, hence the Joey C price. Jeff Ross questions are $100 and up. And questions about ex-girlfriends, $200 and up. So, you know what I'm saying. Well, welcome to the business, Connie. First of all, Connie kind of looks like a ghetto Barbie. Well, I can't tell what she looks like, so Hog picks $500. I did have someone recently reach out to me. I think it was on Instagram. Said, "Hey, can I see your dick pic? No homo." Okay, but that's why I love the fans. Otherwise, everything else is free in the Earl world. I don't have any merch. I mean, I do have a t-shirt on prowrestlingtees.com, but I make so little money on it. I think I've sold under 10 in like 5 years, and that's being generous. So I don't want to be, some unknown comic fucking selling t-shirts and pencils. So that's why I like doing the stream. It's fun for me to talk to you guys and get new fans and bring some old fans back into the fray. Message held for review. Here we go. I don't know why it does this now, but let me see here. Under 10 in 5 years. No, but I mean, see, I'm being serious, sour milk. Thank you, Super Slav. I mean, I haven't put out a great effort, and it is a great shirt. My friend Andrew Stovekin did the design, and what up, Furbo? What up? What up? I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know who Sasaki is. I don't follow baseball. Really, I mean, I'm kind of loosely an Angels fan, but we're fucking horrible. So now when I get, what up, Montreal? Cinq Manu, Gord Donnelly. That's 5 minutes for fighting, Gord Donnelly. I had Chris Nyland on my podcast a couple weeks ago. Knuckles, legendary hockey enforcer. No, I didn't really hear Pantera, although I did see Pantera recently when they opened up for Metallica. Yeah, I mean, you got to feel bad for Trout. I mean, just the injuries. He's starting to break down, and I'm sure he's completely disheartened playing for the Angels, seeing Otani get a World Series his first year. It's just, I mean, I would trade him. Like, they need to just rebuild. I mean, they got nothing. I would have traded Otani. I would have traded Trout. The rebuild's done. But yeah, Knuckles was a tough dude. And, he wasn't the biggest guy. Maybe 6 feet, maybe 190, and then he was taking guys on like Barry Beck, who's 6'3", 215, Larry Playfair, 6'4", 220. I mean, they weren't that big back then, but Ben Wilson was a big dude. Troy Loney was a big guy. Thoughts on the movie Slapshot? I mean, it's a great movie, and it's great because it's realistic. That's how hockey was in the 70s. I mean, it was jungle hockey, especially. I mean, it was jungle hockey in the NHL. So you can imagine in the lower leagues, the ECHL, the IHL, um, and lower leagues. That I mean, it was a slap shot. You were always doing. Yeah, I mean, Lindros was a big dude for sure. I mean, probably one of my favorite hockey. I'm an LA Kings fan. Yeah, I mean that could work. Sour milk. I mean, something um, interesting like that. That's definitely something that like what. Since I don't talk about the Dabbleverse, I'm trying to get wrestling fans in here. I'm trying to get hockey fans in here, and a point spread prediction could be good. I'd like to be able to do it from a podcast studio where I could, um, have graphics and shit. Um, but my favorite playoff series of all time is 1996. It was the first round, maybe the Tampa Bay Lightning against the Philadelphia Flyers, and where you had Eric Lindros being triple teamed the whole series by Rudy Poshek, Igor Ulanov, and my favorite Michel Petit. Where do you rank Jay Miller as a hockey goon? I mean, he was a tough guy. Chris Nyland said he was a very tough guy. He was willing. He fought everyone: McSorley, Probert, Kosar. He fought the best of the best, and he didn't lose too much. And when he did lose, he didn't lose that badly. Like Probert probably beat him in most of their fights, but he didn't get killed. But he also could have been a better fighter. But he was he's like, I remember walking by and seeing him smoke cigarettes in the hallway. I'm like, what? This guy's a professional athlete. Would you roast an uploaded picture from one of the faceless chatters? No, probably not. Um, oh yeah, I mean slap shots. I mean Youngblood is cool. I mean it. I don't know if I'd say it was a realistic look on hockey, but I mean my favorite sports movies or Slapshot because of the realism. North Dallas 40 because of the realism for football. Um, I mean, I don't know if I have a favorite baseball movie. I guess Field of Dreams. But in soccer, the great Stallone movie, and it is a great Stallone movie, Victory, starring Pele. And I believe Hans Breckenbauer. Yeah, Joel Youngblood. Or wasn't it? I thought it was Jay Johnstone. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I remember once I was at a Laker game. What's a great car? Oh, Best of the Best. I like that sequel with Sonny Landham. Um, yeah, Major League is probably my favorite. Well, Bad News Bears actually is my favorite baseball movie, the first one. Um, but that Stallone movie is really good. Stallone's got some great movies that didn't do that well. I wouldn't call Victory a bomb, but a soccer movie is kind of like a surf movie. It's a tough sell, at least in America in 1980. But it's a great movie. Now I think they took some creative liberties with the storyline because apparently I think if you go on the Wikipedia page, um, the movie wasn't quite up to what the real story was, but it's still a very good movie. Uh, I was in LA in I was in '76 when the first movie came out. I was 8 years old. When I met a girl, I gotta take her to eat. Wait, hold on. Real serious question. When I meet a girl, I gotta take her to eat, by drink all that extra to get it in. Is it okay to just get a hooker for the same price? Well, I mean, I think it is. I mean, I took a girl out the other night to what ended up being basically a $250 dinner. Took her to Dan Tana's, and Nothing happened. And I wasn't like expecting to fuck on the first date, but it was clear there wasn't really a chemistry there. But she still took that dinner. Um, so why not just pay a hooker $250? It's the old saying: you don't pay them for the sex, you pay them to leave after the sex. And I don't know who said that, but um, it's pretty accurate. Um, and let me see what Lois is up to. I just heard some movement here, so this is what I love about doing it on the phone. Let's see here. There she is. Yeah, yeah, Sour Milk knows the deal. I mean, Lois is just sleeping right now. She gets tired. She has two beds right here. She's not coughing. I mean, you can see she breathes heavy. Well, see, I had heard that they do have to tell you they are a cop if you ask them. Lois is about 14 years old, so she's doing pretty good for an old lady. Well, I think that one girl just, some OnlyFans girl just fucked like 1,050 guys in 12 hours. I mean, that's crazy. Because she was trying to set the world record. But here's the crazy thing, the world record was like 950 guys. So she fucked another 100 just for the laughs. That's crazy to me, but what are you going to do? Well, Sour Milk, I can respect that. See, like, I want to take her for a walk, but, you know, I also don't want to wake her up. She'll probably wake up as soon as I end the stream. But that's okay. I'm a little tired myself. I mean, it is 3 a.m. out here in Los Angeles. There's the Earl sign. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, but she's got to go to the bathroom. She's on a lot of heart meds, and unfortunately, they make her go to the bathroom a lot. Have you had anyone attempted break-ins? Not in my. I've never had an attempted break-in in this condo. I mean, you gotta really want to get into my building. It's a pretty secure building. I mean, I remember I locked myself out one night and I had to climb over the gate, and I'm in shape, and it took some doing. So yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe Lois could be certainly a better merch option than my face. Uh, well, I mean, what I would do if someone tried to break into this house, I mean, I do have a hunting knife that my friend gave me when the riots were happening, the Rodney King riots. I mean, I'm sorry, the protest. Shit. And then I have an Artur's Kaliev LA Kings hockey stick that the butt end could kill someone. So I don't think that. Yeah, I mean, this knife is. It could kill someone if I got them. I know. I mean, well, we have a new DA. Gascon is out. Thank God. He was a horrible DA. Just he's the one who made the law. If it's under $900, shoplifting is just a misdemeanor. So that's why for a while you saw these smash and grabs in LA. It was just like unbelievable. Well, if someone comes into my house and they ain't invited, I'm gonna kill them. Like, and I'll worry about that shit. You know, but I mean, the thieves have no. There's really no um, remorse. I mean, I live literally 100 yards from the sheriff's station, and there's robberies around here all the time. I mean, my condo is backed into the fire station, which is great. So, super slob, don't spend it all in one place. I won't, super slob. I appreciate your endorsement. Thank you very much. Uh, BB, to be honest, looking at your display picture, my mind drifting to another level. Understand, Earl? Well, I hope you're a woman, and then I don't understand why you are still talking. You should be doing something else. Hello. Yes, thank you very much for the tips tonight. Not necessary, of course, but appreciated. Um, William Zoom, the great. I'm going into this stream tonight moderatorless. But William Zoom said, the super chats for you are like a tip. You're a bartender. Uh, yeah, the ray gun definitely can cure most ailments. Ever met River Phoenix? I've never met River or Joaquin Phoenix. So that is. I guess I liked River Phoenix and Stand By Me, but that's really the only movie of his I really like, I guess. So, um, Joaquin Phoenix. I like The Joker. It's a good movie. But I'm an action movie guy, so I don't really. Oh, thank you, baby. I hope to one day play the Melbourne Comedy Festival and the Sydney Opera House. There's some possibilities of both happening, but for me to get on a 16-hour plane, the money, honey, is gonna have to be pretty good. Um, but welcome aboard. We're a nice, friendly stream here. We're a stream that's based around my stand-up comedy life, but we certainly have morphed in some nights into politics and wrestling and hockey. Um, yeah, I don't think. Well, you can tell that Joaquin Phoenix is kind of a strange guy. So it's one of those things that um, these guys, that have the hippie parents, the wacky parents. They have an interesting life to lead, and sometimes it doesn't end so well. Yes, I am a stand-up comedian. You might have seen me on season 1 of Roast Battle, where I beat the Australian legend um, Tom Ballard. So, yeah, Running Scared, a great flick, and also starring Stephen Bauer, my friend from the Comedy Store, the great Manolo from Scarface. But Stephen Bauer is, still acting. I think he was in Ray Donovan has Ray's Enforcer. Thank you, baby. You can follow me as well on Instagram if you'd like. That's, the great thing about me is that um, I'm very easy to follow online. Everything from my Facebook to YouTube to Twitter to Instagram to TikTok is just my name, Earl Skakel, Earlskakel, no space, and bingo. Yeah, why not, BB? I mean, it's not out of the realm that one day you and I would meet, in Australia, or maybe, hell, who knows? You come to Los Angeles, you're my guest at the comedy store, and, there you go. So this will be a shorter stream tonight just because it is late. And Rose McGowan was good in Scream. Rose McGowan was really good, and then she just got fucked over by Harvey Weinstein, and I get it. Like that kind of ruined, I think, her desire to act in films and TV shows. So um, she was really um, the first in the Me Too movement to go, hey, this ain't right. Yeah, and beautiful. But a girl's damaged when she fucks Marilyn Manson. No offense to him, but that that is rough stuff. Well, I don't, BB, and I'll keep that comment between you and me. And if you go on my Instagram, there's hundreds of pictures of me. So, may I ask how old you are, BB? Just want to make sure you're of age. Most of my comedy comrades don't subscribe to that theory. I'm getting better at promoting myself on Instagram. Okay, well, welcome, BB. I'm 56, so I'm old enough to be your father. Who knows, Sean? It's not just gonna be stand up. There's gonna be a sketch or something like that. A gym montage. It's going to be special, and excuse me. I hope that in 1968, to be honest with you, Johnny, September 17th, 1968. I have most of my hair, pretty good hairline. I do have a big forehead. There's no doubt about that. I did meet Don Rickles once at Book Soup, which was a bookstore literally right up the street. And, he was a little older at the time, but I actually used to play golf with his son Larry, the great Larry Rickles, who passed away before his dad, which is really sad. Oh, right on, Johnny. I'm September 17th, 1968. Um, I think I look pretty good for my age. I definitely wake up sore than I used to. That's for sure. I'm still active. Yes, I am active down there. Oh yeah, thank you. I moisturize a lot. As you guys can see, I put Vaseline on my face earlier. Um, well, let me see what Lois is doing. I do hear movement. Lois, you want to go pee pee? Pee pee? Want to go pee pee? She's really hard of hearing now, so um, the only way for a loser comedian to win is to change her the material. Okay, I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, 100%. Well, she is. Um, Another message, however. Yeah, I mean, I want to do something like that. Oh, that's interesting. Well, I am, as you know, this is my, well, since I'm up and you're an animator, this is my cartoon I'm on. The Jellies on Adult Swim. That's my wife, Debbie, my daughter, it's my son, and that's me. Lois did, uh-oh, we have movement. Lois just lifted her head up. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk the baby. Now it is cold out. So I have to put on my jacket. Let me put her leash on. There we go. Okay. So it is, hold on here. Basically, it's my son. Okay. The pool. I've lived in this building for, I think, 23 years, 24 years. I've been in that pool like under 5 times. Yes, just by myself. Hold on. Come on, Lois. Lois, come on. No, I'm actually not lonely at all. I believe, you can be alone but not lonely. So I don't mind it, to be honest with you. You know what I love about this coat? Hold on. Lois, come here. I gotta put your leash on. Sorry for the camera work. It's gonna get a little wonky right now. But what I love about this coat is it reminds me of a movie I saw a long time ago when I was a kid called Battle of the Gargantuans. And it was kind of like a Godzilla versus King Kong type movie, but come on, Lois, let's go this way. basically it was two monsters, and they were brothers. And one was green. Come on, those. And one was brown. And I think the green one was the bad one. Come on, those. Actually, we'll go this way. Let's go this way. There's more action down here. Lois, come on. Let's go. And so I saw this coat at John Barbados one day. And I had to have it. It's hard for me to... come on, Lois. Read the stream when I'm walking, so I apologize if I don't seem like I'm talking to you guys. I mean, it was a monster movie, so it was good for what it was. I mean, you know, I don't think this is going to win an Academy Award, but... And the whole point of the movie was throughout the whole movie... The evil brother, it was like Cain and Abel, but of monsters. The good brother wouldn't fight back. He didn't want to fight his brother. And then finally the good brother had enough, and he said, fuck this. He started whooping some ass. So I'm kind of surprised that, like, you know, it's the type of movie like Tarantino would like, you know. Kind of like Giant Robot, you know, was another movie that I liked. That I'm surprised somebody hasn't remade. Actually, that wasn't the Hells Angels. That was a prospect of the Vagos motorcycle club. They own the tattoo shop right up the street from me. And I gotta be honest with you, I love it. When I walk the dog late at night, they're very friendly. And, you know, I got no problems with them. And, the nightclub that's open till 4 a.m. Oh! You doing? Stugas. Now this nightclub used to be open late too, but it's pretty dead. Now it's pretty cold out, so it's not that exciting right now. Here's the West Hollywood Sheriff's Station. Right here. And Here's a dog park where the freaks come out at night. Trust me on that one. It's a big dog park. Sometimes Lois lets loose in here. Now, someone told me they have a hockey rink or ice skating rink out here. We'll have to investigate. Like I don't know why they would have it now, but so here's the big dog park. Basketball courts. It is a little nippy out. Yes, there is an ice rink here. Only in West Hollywood would you have an ice rink in the middle of the city. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, wow. That's pretty dope. Damn. Hey, how are you? Do you know how long this is going to be here?
No. Google it. Ice rink.
Okay, thank you. Wow, damn, there's an ice rink in the middle of West Hollywood. Yeah. That looks pretty good. It's not that big. Not that wide, but that's pretty cool. Thanks, dude. That's why I love living in the city. Only in West Hollywood would you see, or only in like Hollywood, would you see an ice rink in the middle of a park. Here's the little dog park area. I mean, I know in my heart, if I would have lived in Canada, I would have been in the NHL. Because I got a hard shot. Here's the rest of the park. I mean, my shot is hard. Oh, here's a crazy black dude. This is interesting. So, watch out for this. Come on, buddy.
You want to make you suffocate?
I mean, you got to be careful in this part of town, that's for sure. I did suffer a brutal knee-to-knee hit playing hockey in 1991. And, you know, my knee still gets sore, to be honest with you. You know, every now and then. There's one of those driverless cars. There's no driver in this car. Like, it's pretty crazy. Like, see, there's no driver. Now this place is usually pumping. This is the Abbey. I thought it was open till 4, but apparently it's not.
I mean, the freaks are out tonight. So you gotta watch this. See, there's no driver in that car. That's crazy. I don't know how safe I would feel getting into one of those cars, but hey, you know, what the hell do I know? Here's the new hot spot in town, Roosterfish. It's basically where the old Pump restaurant was. If you're familiar with Vanderpump Rules, best name for a gay bar, the Mother Lode. I think most of the freaks have gone home tonight. Now, Saturday nights, this place is real bopping. But West Hollywood, it's kind of changed, to be honest with you. A lot more homeless. And, you know, so as you can see, it's, see if we can jaywalk here. Now, last night right there was a horrible drunk driving accident. Come on, Lois. Let's fucking move. Now, tomorrow night, for whatever reason, see, that's a smart homeless person, right by an ATM. So when he asks you for money, you can't really say, hey, I don't have any. So it's about 3:30 on Saturday morning, I guess. This is pretty much the last place. Hold on. I had to pick up Lois for a second. Now, I just want you guys to know, I do know black people. And what a shock, they got him at the back door. See, wait, I'm letting a black person touch my white dog. Don was in the movie Roots. This is what happens to working actors. Don was Kunta Kinte. Hey, LeVar.
I was free.
Oh, he's getting Black Power, son. All right, that's my cue to leave. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Yeah, come on by.
So I do man on the street type interviews. Now you'll notice in this neighborhood there's not a lot of girls. I'm not gay. I just got a good deal on a condo. Hello! See, I'm giving you guys good entertainment. I could have just walked my... Lois, come on, man. We're in the middle of the intersection. Move out. The freaks are out tonight, man. So I gave you guys a little racial humor. You know, you got to pay for the good shit, but, like, you know. I give back to the community. Now, there's a sex store right here, so I can't, I don't want to get my stream taken down, but there's some, there are some interesting products for sale there. Just trust me on that one. Hey, there's the building that used to be Larrabee Sound Studios. Kind of a historic building right here. Lois does fucking rule. Lois, come on, we gotta go this way. Come on. Prince did some of Purple Rain there, they say. And I think Ozzy Osbourne did The Ultimate Sin there. That's 1986. I mean, West Hollywood's cool, you know. No, tomorrow night it'll be a lot more crowded. Yeah, I mean, you know, I would agree with that. Okay, well, send me a message if we're ever in the same city on Instagram. I check my DMs and whatnot the most on Instagram. I guess Twitter as well, or X, whatever you call it. I do have good kicks. Every now and then you gotta watch your surroundings. I mean, in the past year on my street, there's been 2 armed robberies right around this time. Actually 3. One in this alley. So it's not the safe neighborhood that, come on, Lois, let's go. People, well, unfortunately, you do have to have your head on a swivel out here. Because the thieves have figured out, and it really started happening since the pandemic, that, you know, people who are going to clubs are drunk, coked up, and, you know, what they don't realize in this neighborhood is that it's permit parking. Now, since the pandemic's been over, they haven't towed cars, but now they do. So, you know, if you're not really paying attention to the signs here, and you're going to one of the nightclubs I just showed you, your car's going to be towed. So you're kind of walking around the neighborhood, you're freaked out, you're not paying attention. Someone comes up behind you and says, "Give me your money, motherfucker." I mean, is it cold here? I don't know. I mean, I think if we were in Winnipeg, it'd be a heat wave. But for me, it's cold. I have 2 jackets on. So, you know, it's not freezing, but I'm glad I have 2 jackets on. Well, I don't think anyone's going to rob Lois. I mean, I love her, but, you know, if I was watching or if I was walking a French bulldog, you know, I definitely would be more on alert. But I tell you what, heaven help the person who tries to steal fucking Lois. Because my last name is pronounced Skakel. Earl Skakel. I'm a stand-up comic in Los Angeles, California. And, you know, if you're new to the stream, welcome. Please hit the like and subscribe button. And my streaming is kind of all over the place. I don't do it at a set time. But I do put out shorts every day, and sometimes long form video. But hey, how are you? You know, the YouTube algorithm has eluded me so far, but hey, what are you gonna do? Yeah, but I get it. I mean, it looks like you could say it's Skakel. I get that a lot. I don't mind if people mispronounce it. I mean, Earl's pretty easy to do, but hold on, Lois. Gotta be careful here. Stugatz! Now watch this. Lois, come here. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. She's pretty fast. And she knows where to run to. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this impromptu stream. One armed robbery was right there, and the other was down there. So you do have to be careful, that's for sure. And, you know, as you can see, my building is still standing. I'm very lucky. Well, technically it's not LA. It is West Hollywood. So let's put this. Well, I mean, this is, like I said, a you know, it's a nice neighborhood. But you do have to have your P's and Q's. On full alert. Because if you don't, this is a great shirt. Weezer. Oh, you still look good to me. Well, thank you, baby. You too, Superstar. Thank you for the tip. I appreciate that. Well, you gotta have your head on a swivel, like someone said. I mean, desperate times, you know. I mean, there were people day one of the fires looting the homes. So now I'm a pretty big guy, so I don't really think someone would try to rob me, but who knows, man? You know, who knows? I mean, look at that one actor who was just killed, I don't know, a couple months ago. Someone was stealing his catalytic converter, and he's like, hey, what the fuck? And they just shot him, man. These thieves have no fucking morals, man. So it's, you voice call others on Instagram. I don't, BB. It's, I mean, I'm a little tired right now, so I definitely wouldn't do it now. But what is your Instagram handle? Plug your Instagram. Let's get you some followers. I'm all about support. I don't know, it was like a soap actor. He was a working actor, but he wasn't like a big name actor. But, you know, soap actors are like animation actors. Like, I'm known in the animation world. I wouldn't say I'm famous, but, you know, he was walking his, he was also a bartender. You know, that's the crazy thing about the acting world is this guy was a successful actor and he still had to have a second job. And he was walking his fellow bartender to her car. Um, and they saw someone stealing his catalytic converter, and he is like, "Hey man, what the fuck? That's my car!" And they shot him. Just shot him once in the chest. He died. He fell into the bartender's arms, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And apparently his last words were, "No, I've been shot." So I don't have a gun. California is not a open carry state. I believe Texas is. I think Nevada too. But I mean, if someone were to break into my condo, they'd get a rude awakening. I don't have a gun, but I got weapons. And I lock my bedroom door at night. So, I would hear someone trying to break in, and I've got the weapons placed appropriately. Let's just say that. So, before we go, hit the like and subscribe button. If you have any last minute questions, fire them away. And, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I do FaceTime, BB, if that's something you do. Favorite Saturday Night Live cast, without a doubt, the original. Hasn't been the same since. Although I did like Norm Macdonald, um, the best at the Weekend Update. Yeah, I mean, in terms of once they got into my bedroom, God forbid, I don't know if I am a good fighter. Um, but I would do what I had to do to defend myself and Lois. If they even touched Lois, I'd kill them if they touched Lois. I would get that superhuman strength. The closest fire I was at was a sunset. Well, actually, there was a fire the very first day that no one really talked about because they got it out so fast. It was literally a quarter mile west of the Comedy Store, which is about 3/4 of a mile east of me. And so that fire, it's not that the fire could have gotten to me, but it's more the embers from the fire absolutely could have gotten to me if the winds are blowing the right way, or the wrong way, I should say. So that I was very lucky about that. And then the next fire, my sister was really close to the Runyon Canyon Sunset Fire, but they were able to put that out pretty fast because they could use helicopters. What really fucked the Palisades um, was that the first night they couldn't do the water drops because of the winds. And initially it was because Biden was in town and there was restricted airspace. So Palisades, just the worst luck. The high winds, Biden in town, so they couldn't fly over where he was. This was pretty tough. Well, let's start. I'll forward your ideas to Karen Bass, and we'll see what we can come up with. So I'm going to. I know. I mean that's the crazy thing. They had no water in that one reservoir by the Palisades, so the helicopters and the super scoopers, the airplanes from Quebec, they had to go to the Bel Air Reservoir, which was like an extra 5 minutes. So, someone's got to pay for that shit. That's just a mismanagement on an epic proportion. So, now here's the interesting thing. The guy who ran for mayor and lost to Karen Bass, Rick Caruso, he owns a home in Malibu and he owns a very high-end mall in the Palisades. I'm sorry. I think his home is also in the Palisades. Neither burned down because he hired a private fire company, and he also, I think they said, put fire retardant material on his mall and house, so nothing burned. So that's who I voted for. Um, I've met Norm Macdonald, but I've never worked with him, unfortunately. Although, no, I mean, he lost to Karen Bass, so I mean, I guess he could run again. I mean, Karen Bass is not going to win her reelection for the fuck ups of this fire. But one night I'm at the Comedy Store, and Norm Macdonald came in about 2 in the morning, and he said, "Can I go up?" Like, that's how nice he was. Of course, he could go up, and he killed for like, I don't know, half hour, like at 2 in the morning, with no one in the room. But by the time he finished, there was a lot of people in the room. So Norm is he's very missed by it. He's literally he's like a successful version of what they call a comics comic. Like, I'm called the same thing, but I'm not successful. But like, when the head of NBC told him, "Hey, no more OJ jokes," because that was OJ's best friend, was the head of NBC, Don Ohlmeyer. Norm was like, "Fuck that, I'm gonna do more." So yeah, he definitely gone way too soon. But that's one of the great things about YouTube. You can go on YouTube and look at all his clips. And oh, thank you, BB. So I hope that BB, we can meet again. I'm on Facebook, X, Instagram. My email is eskakel@aol.com. And that's about it. It's 3:51 in the morning here. I'm a little tired. So see you later.